Hey guys, it's Tina here, and I am wrapping up my night with a little bit of self care. I am just now getting off work not long ago, decided to wash my hair, do a little face mask, exfoliate, make myself feel a little better. It's been a pretty long day, but I wanted to share a message with you guys today. The theme of my year that has been popping up is the misery that loves company cannot find me here. And I have found myself saying that a lot. And I realized that I've been saying that a lot because I have experienced so much chaos, so many chaotic situations. I have connected myself to so much trauma, to things that are very damaging to the soul, to the body, to the mind. And I have experienced the worst of those things. I have seen my mental health deteriorate. I have seen my physical health deteriorate. I have seen what it feels like to be emotionally unstable. And I realize that the message, misery loves company, it will find you wherever you are if that is the state that you are in. And I have found myself being more intentional about joy and about happiness in my life. And I said to myself, I'm not currently working on being a better person. I am working on being a happy person. I have spent so much time in the mode of healing and fixing myself and feeling like something is wrong with me and allowing others to make something wrong with me and to say this is wrong with me, whatever the case may be, whatever narrative is out there about me that I have created or that others have created. I have allowed those things to exist, and I realized that it is time for me to prioritize what happy looks like, what happy feels like. And that thought process has sat with me each and every day of this year. Today I got some really, really heartbreaking news of, something that one of my really close friends, a loss that one of my really close friends is experiencing at this time. And I have sat with that grief today after finding out what she's going through. And I just realized the joyful relationships that I've created over my lifetime. Of course, throughout my life, I've carried the grief of familial relationships, whatever relationship I have with my family, what I was born into. I have carried that trauma with me throughout my life, but I was also given the opportunity to create really beautiful relationships with people that have loved me through thick and thin, people that have been there with me through all of my celebrations and that have been there with me through all of my grief. And finally, I am in a place where I feel like happy matters, and I am recognizing how I like to call in people's unavailability. I like to call in people's brokenness. I like to call in people's pain and hurt because I have always been able to relate to that. I've always said that I never had to learn what pain was, but I had to learn what happiness was. And being born into the circumstances that I was born into, It doesn't mean that I have to stay there for the rest of my life. It doesn't mean that I owe myself to that pain, to that experience for the rest of my life. I owe it to myself to create a new life for me, and to create a new experience for me, and to experience the joy and the happiness that I deserve. And a part of that process is understanding the part that I played in my own suffering. And I have always been accountable for the experiences that I have. That is one thing about me. I have always been accountable for the pain that I have experienced, for the suffering that I have experienced, but I also had to go through a process where I place things where they belong, where that pain was introduced to me, that pain that someone caused me. I also had to go through that process as well, while I accepted that there was a part that I played, a huge part that I played in my own suffering. And so this is my theme of the year. The misery that loves company cannot find me here. And as long as I am existing in on my square, centered and balanced and joyful and happy and grateful, the misery that loves company will never, ever, ever find me here. I hope that whoever listens to this message really sits with it, and I hope that you are able to find your joy, you are able to find your happy in this moment, even when times are dark, even when times are hard, even when it feels like the losses are piling up. I hope that you choose something other than misery to be in company with. Y'all have a happy Friday night, a joyful weekend, and I'm going to see y'all later.